All right, get ready because we're about to go on one of the most incredible journeys imaginable, deep inside the human body. We're going to explore the circulatory system, this amazing internal transport network that's working hard for you right this second.
And yeah, the busiest highway in the world. Because whether you're sitting down, running a marathon, or just watching this, that high-speed delivery service is pumping away inside of you. It's a biological superhighway, and it never, ever stops. So let's jump in.
So where does it all start? Well, every great highway needs a central station, an engine room. And for our bodies, that is absolutely the heart. Just think of it as this incredibly powerful, tireless pump that pushes our body's fuel, our blood, to literally everywhere it needs to go.
Our journey begins right inside the heart itself, which is actually divided into 4 powerful chambers. You've got 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and they basically work as 2 separate pumps that send blood on 2 totally different trips, one quick trip to the lungs and a much longer one to the rest of the body.
Let's break that down, because it's pretty cool. The top 2 chambers, the atria, they're like the entry halls where blood comes in to wait. And then you've got the 2 lower chambers, the ventricles. These are the power chambers. They are pure muscle, built to give the blood that massive push it needs to get going again.
So, with all that pumping, how do you stop blood from flowing backwards? Well, the heart has this brilliant system of one-way doors, or valves. On the left side, you've got the bicuspid valve. As soon as blood passes from the entry hall to the power chamber, snap, it shuts tight. It makes sure traffic only flows in one direction.
And on the right side, you've got its partner, the tricuspid valve. It does the exact same critical job. So really, these valves are like perfect little traffic cops, directing the flow of blood with every single beat of your heart. It's flawless.
All right, so the blood has been given a huge push out of the heart. Where does it go? It shoots out into this massive 60,000-mile-long network of roads we call the blood vessel highway. Now, this highway has 2 main types of roads, arteries and veins. Arteries carry blood away from the heart, so they have to be tough. Their walls are thick and stretchy to handle that high-pressure blast of blood. Veins, on the other hand, bring blood back to the heart. The pressure is way lower on the return trip, so their walls are thinner, and they have these clever little valves inside to make sure the blood doesn't start flowing backward.
So you can see the whole route right here. Blood leaves the heart through the main highways, the arteries. Those branch off into smaller side roads, called arterioles, until they become a huge web of microscopic local streets, which we call capillaries. That's where all the deliveries happen. Then, the blood gets collected into tiny roads called venules, which merge back onto the main return highways, the veins, to head back to the heart.
Let's zoom in on those local streets, though, because this is the whole point of the journey. The walls of the capillaries are unbelievably thin. We're talking just a single cell thick. And that's what allows the magic to happen. Oxygen and nutrients can pass right through to your body's cells, and at the same time, waste products like carbon dioxide get picked up for disposal. It's the most important delivery service in the world, happening billions of times a second.
Okay, so we've seen the engine, we've seen the highway, but what about the cars and trucks on the road? What's the cargo? It's time to look at what blood itself is actually made of. We think of blood as just this red liquid, but it's actually a living tissue. Over half of it is a yellowish fluid called plasma. That's what carries all the hormones and nutrients. The other 45%? Well, that's made up of all the different cells and cell parts doing the work.
First up, let's meet the main delivery crew, the red blood cells. These things are the absolute workhorses of the system. They contain this amazing protein called hemoglobin, which acts like a magnet for oxygen. It grabs oxygen in the lungs and drops it off to all your cells. And fun fact, it's the iron in the hemoglobin that gives blood that famous red color.
Next up, you need security, right? Meet the white blood cells. These are your immune system's frontline soldiers. They are constantly patrolling, hunting down and destroying invaders like bacteria and viruses. They're your body's personal security force.
And finally, what if there's a leak in the road? Well, you call the repair crew. These are the platelets. They aren't even full cells, just little fragments that jump into action at the first sign of damage. They rush to the site of an injury and stick together, forming a plug or a clot to stop the bleeding. It's amazing.
All right, let's talk about something fascinating and also incredibly important. You see, not all blood is the same, and understanding the differences can literally be a matter of life and death, especially when it comes to things like blood transfusions.
You've probably heard of the 4 main blood groups: A,
B, AB, and O, this is all about tiny little markers on the surface of your red blood cells called antigens. Think of them like team jerseys. Your body's immune system will attack any jersey it doesn't recognize. This little chart shows who can safely get blood from whom.
Now check out type O. Its red blood cells don't have any A or B antigens on them. They're not wearing a team jersey. This means they can be given to anyone without setting off the body's alarms. That's what makes people with type O blood universal donors, and it's why their blood is so valuable.
And then you have the complete opposite, type AB. People with this blood type have both A and B markers on their cells, so their immune system is cool with everybody. It recognizes all the other blood types as safe, making them the universal recipient.
But wait, there's one more layer to this. It's called the rhesus, or Rh factor. It's another type of marker. You're either Rh positive, meaning you have it, or Rh negative, meaning you don't. And the rule is simple. Someone who is Rh negative can only get Rh negative blood. So for a transfusion to be safe, you have to match both the blood type and the Rh factor. Wow, we've seen just how incredible and complex this whole system is. So as we wrap up our journey, there's really only one question left. How do we take care of it? How do we keep this amazing system running smoothly for our entire lives?
Well, the really good news is that it comes down to simple, healthy habits. Things you've probably heard before, like getting some exercise to make your heart stronger, eating a good diet to keep those highways clear, trying to manage stress. All these things are absolutely fundamental to keeping this whole internal infrastructure in top shape. And that really says it all, doesn't it? The health of this system is totally connected to your overall health and well-being. Every little choice you make, from the food you eat to how much you move your body, it all has a direct impact on this incredible network inside you.
So, I'll just leave you with this thought. Over 100,000 times every single day your heart beats to keep this whole journey going. It never asks for a day off. So the question is, what are you going to do today to help it out?